Today we are going to be talking about escapism. And escapism is the tendency to escape unpleasant realities with the form of entertainment and fantasy. And honestly, all escapism isn't bad. This is a beautiful scene. This is traveling. This is a positive form of escapism, or a positive form of doing something. In my belief, escapism isn't always a bad thing. When you are in the present moment, when you're actually there, when your mind is actively engaged in what you're doing, that really isn't escapism. That's just being present in the action of what you're doing. When escapism becomes bad is when you aren't really doing anything. You're just distracting yourself from those unpleasant realities. Maybe you had a hard day at work. It's okay to distract yourself or be escaping from reality sometimes, but too much of anything is a bad thing. Even good things like distracting yourself with traveling or video games or reading, which normally interact with your brain and you have to use your brain to use, I would say are good escapism or good escaping strategies or good coping strategies, but too much of that is a bad thing. Some bad escaping strategies that we use when we're escaping or doing escapism from life, I would say, is social media, scrolling and scrolling and scrolling with no purpose. I mean, when was the last time you remembered that image you liked on Instagram, or that video you saw on TikTok, or this video you're watching right now? I bet you're going to leave this video and not remember a thing I just said. If you did, comment down something that really stuck with you in this video, because that means you're being present while you're watching that video. And to me, that's not escapism. That's being conscious of what you're doing. The other thing is drugs and alcohol. Everyone knows those are bad for you, so I don't need to really dive much into that. But that's really what escapism is escaping reality, right? I mean, everyone knows that life sucks. It does. I mean, there's nothing always great about life. I mean, work sucks sometimes. The news is negative. A lot of people aren't always the most positive people. Even me, I'm not necessarily the most positive person. Sometimes I can be pessimistic, focus on the negatives, But I try to be positive. Everyone tries to be positive, but sometimes we just need to relax and kind of distract ourselves from life. And I see nothing wrong with that. I think we should just be aware of when we are distracting ourselves from life, with social media, with reading, with video games, with whatever that is. Now, my whole point of making this video is just be more aware of when you're escaping. When you're escaping life or distracting yourself with life, whatever word you want to use, be aware of it. If you're aware of it, then it's less about escapism and more about taking a break, which I think is healthy and needed to actually recharge our batteries mentally and emotionally, and also is just needed. I mean, look at this scene. This type of thing is useful for our brains. It makes us become more inspired and creative and see our next steps in life. It's called reflection, right? We need reflection, but if you're always distracting yourself from life, you're always just doom scrolling on social media, are you really living life? If you travel all the time, but you're not really looking around your surroundings and taking in what's going on, talking to people, interacting with the environment, are you really there? These are the questions I propose to you, and I don't have all the answers, nor does anyone else. So make up your own consensus on this as you will. But this is just a little video that I thought I would make, and hopefully you get something out of it. If you're wondering why I'm holding my phone, this is my mic, my temp mic right now, and hopefully I can get better at these videos. I want to get better at camera movements, so maybe I'll put some camera movements in this video. But honestly, I think this is more just a talking head video while I move around slightly. Hopefully my head is not getting cut off right now. And yeah, I think that's the main essence of this video. I talked about distracting and escapism and the main essence of it. I think the best way to not escape all the time is just to be present and be aware of what you're doing when you are taking a break from life. No matter if that's video games, reading, social media, or anything else, just be aware of what you're doing. Be aware that, hey, I'm going to go on Instagram or go on TikTok and I'm going to do these things. But maybe set a timer, or I don't know. Just be aware of what you're doing. Just don't let yourself do it. Just be aware. That's all I ask. And yeah, when we're more conscious of ourselves, we're going to be more conscious of others, and that's going to make a better world for everybody. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, think about leaving a like, comment down below if any of this resonates with you, and I'll see you guys in whatever video I make next. Hopefully you are enjoying these videos, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace out. Bye.